Crap, I gotta get my notes pulled up. But what's up, guys? It's your boy Taco. Today we're back with another video. This is the post crazy trade that happened with Miami and San Fran and Philadelphia. This is the post mock of that. Now you'll realize that there's about 2 trades I make, 2 or 3. But only 2 of them are going to involve some kind of pick swapping. But anyways, let's just get into it. First pick, Trevor Lawrence. Oh, and this is a 2-round mock. Post-free agency, of course. Number 1 is Trevor Lawrence, quarterback, Clemson. He's big, he's fast, he's good. And he's probably the best prospect we've seen since Andrew Luck, or maybe Jadeveon Clowney, but best prospect in a while we've seen. With the second pick, there's Penei Sewell. I think that the Jets are going to stick with Sam Darnold, and that makes San Francisco get Zach Wilson, the dude that I think that they've been wanting. Quarterback, BYU. And then you have Carolina trading with Atlanta. 4th and 8th pick. Now it's going to involve this year's second and then also next year's second. But next year's second, of course, doesn't matter. But it's going to involve this year's second. And Carolina will get themselves Trey Lance. Cincinnati will get themselves Jamar Chase. I just think Jamar Chase is a beast, and that, the Bengals, they kind of made sure that they were drafting him if he was available. Number 6, the Dolphins, of course, they're going to go with Devontae Smith. He's still around, and he's a beast. The Lions, I had them going Kyle Pitts until I realized they already had TJ Hawkinson. So I have them getting their captain of the defense. Micah Parsons. I forgot what he ran, but I'm going to look at what he ran. But he ran something insane, and I think Micah Parsons is just goated. Maybe not goated, but... And I'm also a Penn State fan, but yeah, 4.39. And then with the 8th pick, I have Atlanta taking Kyle Pitts, because they can. Pitts is a beast. He's more of a receiving tight end, but that's what they kind of want. With the 9th pick, Denver is taking Caleb Farley, which makes the question, where is Justin Fields? And here's my question. Here's my answer. I don't think that the Falcons nor the Jets need a quarterback, because with the Niners trading up and they want a quarterback, that means that there's a guaranteed 3 quarterbacks going, and I think that Fields is going to be the one that's left out. But Caleb Farley, in my opinion, the best corner inside of the draft. The only knock is that he's only played the position for 2 years, but I think that with as good as he became inside of 2 years, he can become... if he develops the way that he did, he could become a top 5 corner in the league. So it's kind of a hit or miss, but with Denver that's rebuilding, they have solids. They need better. With the 10th pick, Dallas is taking Rashawn Slater. I just think that they're going to mess up and not choose defense because it's Dallas. And yeah. Then with the 11th pick, New England is going to jump up, giving up their second as well to the Giants, and able to get themselves Justin Fields. They're getting their quarterback of the future for Bill Belichick. They're going to have Cam Newton. I know they were saying, Cam's our guy. Cam's not your guy. Cam's just not your guy. And you can't say that immediately because you don't know. And I think that Cam Newton is okay, but he's not great. With the 12th pick, Philadelphia is going to get Jalen Waddle. I think with, the Sirianni scheme, he's going to work well as, there's nobody else really on the board. With the 13th pick, the Chargers are going to pick Patrick Surtain. So, Surtain at 13, I mean, he's the best corner besides whenever he goes up against big competition. And you kind of see this whenever you're watching him is he gets burnt by top-tier competition, which I'm scared that that's going to transfer to the NFL because if you were inside the NFL, you were probably a pretty capable tight end. So, yeah, but, I mean, there's a few problems, but otherwise he seems perfect. With the 14th pick, Minnesota is going to take Elijah Vera-Tucker. I have him higher rated than Christian Darrisaw. And I think that he deserves to be higher rated than Christian Darrisaw. Then you have, with the 15th pick, New York. I was thinking for a second they would take Darrisaw, but they didn't really get a pass rusher inside of free agency. They lost Dalvin Tomlinson, and that's just a little bit. So they take Gregory Rousseau. Arizona gets Christian Darrisaw. I mean, he's just a great pass blocker. He's okay in the run game, but mainly just doesn't allow sacks. That's the reason why I have Vera-Tucker a bit ahead of him, is because he may be a bit worse in pass blocking, but he's much better in run blocking. 17, Las Vegas. I have them taking Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. I think he can be a real steal. I just call him Jock. J-O-K. But, yeah, with the 18th pick, Miami takes Zaven Collins. And this is one that maybe is a bit questionable. But I just think Zaven Collins is a great player in a linebacker core. They surprisingly released Kyle Van Noy, and they have one of the youngest defenses in football. So, if you're too old to be released at 30, then that's not good. But then you have Washington. They're going to take Mac Jones. I stuttered for a second because I thought I had them taking J.C. Horn, but then I look at my paper and I was like, Mac Jones. But, Mac Jones, I mean, he's a good player. I think that he could develop into a nice quarterback. He's going to be part of that quarterback room, which is mainly going to be the main trait, and I think he's going to do well. With the 20th pick, Chicago is going to take J.C. Horn. He's a stud. I somehow had him falling this far, but I mean, he's just great. Then you have Indianapolis taking Kadarius Toney. They want another wide receiver. Did they just re-sign T.Y. Hilton? Hold on one sec. Because this mock draft might make no sense if he re-signed. Ah, dang it. He re-signed, but I still think that they're going to get him. You still don't know what you have in Zach Pascal, and he could be nice working with Michael Pittman. The Steelers are going to trade up with Tennessee and select Jalen Phillips, but they're going to give up their 4th just to move up 2 spots, so it won't really matter. But Jalen Phillips is great. They lost Bud Dupree, and yeah, Jalen Phillips is great. Then you have New York taking Kwity Paye. I bet you they wanted Jalen Phillips, but they stole him away from him. It's kind of like 1 is Kyler, 2 is Nick Bosa, and 23 is Andre Dillard, but then he doesn't go at 23. 24 is Tennessee, and they're going to take a big body tackle, Jalen Mayfield. Do they really need a tackle? They don't need a left tackle because they have Taylor Owan, but a right tackle, yeah. They definitely do need a right tackle. And I think Mayfield Mayfield plays right tackle. With the 25th pick, Jacksonville is again going to try to rebuild that defense and pick up Christian Barmore. Defensive tackle, they lost Marcel Darius. They lost every single pass rusher you could think of because they wanted to trade him. Besides Yannick Ngakoue, of course. And so they're going to get a guy. In him. Yeah. Cleveland is going to pick up Trayvon Moehrig at pick number 26. He's the best safety in the draft. I think that they're building a nice young safety core. You have him and Grant Delpit, who you don't know what you're going to get out of him. Didn't play a snap last year. And then Baltimore is going to take Rashad Bateman. Stud. That's all I can say. 28, New Orleans is going to reach and take a guy. They lost Trey Hendrickson, and so they're going to get Azeez Ojulari. A lot of people say he's like a second-round talent. I think Azeez Ojulari, very underrated and could definitely go inside of the first round. Green Bay, they can't get any of the top corners, so they settle for Asante Samuel. Asante Samuel's really good. Yeah, he's really good. And then you have Buffalo getting themselves Carlos Basham with the 30th pick. Jerry Hughes is getting old. Trent Murphy, I don't even know if he plays for Buffalo anymore. And Kyle Williams is years out the door. Does Trent Murphy... I'm just looking it up because I feel like it. But the 31st pick, yes, he's free agent. You have Kansas City taking Tevin Jenkins. Of course, they lost both of their tackles. And so they're going to replace with Tevin Jenkins. And then Tampa Bay, you know, the one place on the offensive line that isn't set in stone is the right guard. And I think that they're going to try to get an experimental player. Kind of a rebuilding project because, they just won a Super Bowl. Landon Dickerson. And then we move on to the second round, and we're already like 3/4 of the way that we can be, so I'm going to go through these a little quicker. We have Tyson Campbell going to Jacksonville. He's good. Yeah, was on the other side of J.C. Horn. The Jets take the first running back inside of Travis Etienne. Philadelphia is going to trade with Atlanta. Move back 2 spots. They're going to give up their 5th, which, again, doesn't matter. In pick Nick Bolton, Miami's going to take Najee Harris to go along with Tua. Then you have Eric Stokes going to Atlanta, so they get the corner they wanted and didn't get. Cincinnati is going to take Greg Newsome. Greg Newsome's actually really good. I like Greg Newsome. Then you have the Falcons taking Eric Stokes. He's pretty decent, actually. Eric Stokes is good. Then you have where? Atlanta actually takes Joe Tryon. They already took Eric Stokes. I'm dumb. He's a nice pass rusher. Same as Denver takes the second defensive tackle, Lemvi Unwazariq. The Lions take Rondale Moore. I like Rondale Moore. I think he's very good. Then you have the Giants taking Joseph Osai. San Francisco taking Leon. The Giants taking 2 edges. Oh, crap. Anyways, San Francisco is going to try to get a offensive lineman to protect their young quarterback inside of Leon Eichenberg. Dallas wants a corner. Iffy to Malafun week, I think. Jacksonville is going to take Pat Freiermuth, a good tight end. Giants are going to take a corner to kind of fit in with that spot with, like, slot. Or Dory Jackson's a slot. Second corner, it's the third corner, but he isn't the slot. Then you have the Chargers taking Dylan Radnaz. Oakland takes Dwayne Nixon. The Cardinals take Ifitu Malafon week. I'll just say the Cardinals took Elijah Molden. Elijah Moore goes to the Dolphins. Washington gets Javon Holland. You guys are going to be mad, but the Bears are going to get themselves Kyle Trask at pick 52. The Titans are going to get Samuel Cosme. Aaron Robinson goes to the Colts. Jamin Davis goes to Kentucky. Terrace Marshall goes to the Seahawks. And now I have the Rams taking Elijah Molden. Let's just imagine that the Rams take Javonte Williams because he's the best player that I didn't include. Then you have the Ravens taking Jabril Cox. The someones that I didn't put the name in, I think it's the Browns taking Wyatt Davis, going along with Wyatt Teller. Joe Bitonio's getting old. The Saints are going to get themselves Amon-Ra St. Brown, a nice receiver to go along with Michael Thomas as they get rid of Emmanuel Sanders. You have the Bills taking Shakur Brown, a corner from Penn State. The Packers take Creed Humphrey, a nice center, and fit in with the loss of Corey Linsley. Chiefs take Aaron Banks, corner. No. Offensive lineman. Offensive lineman and corner are very different. But yeah, offensive lineman. And then you have the Bucks taking another offensive lineman. So, again, they're going to each go double trouble. They pick Alex Leatherwood. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash a like and subscribe. I make all kinds of football content, news, rankings, analyses, maybe not analyses, and I try to post as much as I can, which isn't that much. I record daily. I do not post daily, but I do record daily. And yeah, so subscribe if you like that. Apparently, like 85% of the people that watch these aren't subscribed. And so hit that button if you made it this far. And also comment bread if you made it this far, because I like bread. Anyways, peace out, guys. Deuce.